Today has been a very promising day. My day's been pretty relaxing. I actually got out on the golf course, played very, very poorly. One of the most sloppiest rounds I've played in a while. But what I will say is that the market continues to show a little bit of steam. We continue to stack green as the day has progressed, and we're slowly but steadily marching to the upside. And what's very exciting about this is FOMO is not kicked in yet. We're not even seeing people chase prices quite yet. And I want to talk about that in this video, what we're seeing stack up over time as the day progresses. And I want to talk about just a little bit of a curveball, something that we need to pay attention to. One thing that may actually delay something that we're hoping for here in the short term, but also a very promising sign for this next leg. So if you guys are new or haven't already, show your support for the channel down below. Hit that subscribe button, that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So first of all, I will say ADA getting up to just above 84 cents is very promising. I'm not saying this is a confirmed extension quite yet. Remember, in this 84 to 85 cent range, we could be dealing with a little bit of a fake out. We need to see this extend further. Remember, ADA, once it gets more into the middle of this 84 to 90 cent range, it is much more pulled towards 90 cents. So we need to see this confidence last into the overnight hours. We need to see overseas money, again, have some of that continuity like we saw overnight last night. And that might, in fact, be what we see. Now, here's why I'm saying this. BTC is continuing to show a lot of strength right now. This day has been very, very good for Bitcoin. We have seen BTC dominance climbing just a little bit. Here's what the BTC hourly chart looks like. It's definitely moving just a little bit faster than other assets in the space. BTC itself is up 3%. It's doing, frankly, really well. If we look at BTC dominance here, you guys can see it's actually closing back in on 59%. We could be at this point where we do see a little bit of push in terms of BTC dominance, and maybe that's not such a bad thing, especially if alts are climbing as well. Ethereum is well above 4,300 right now and looking good. And frankly, what we're starting to see in a big way is capital re-entering the market. If you guys remember, a big crucial point is this 4.45% USDT dominance. We're extending below that. The last time we did this and made this push below all of our moving averages was back, well, I guess you could say the start of September. That was a good one. But frankly, right here, that big rejection in August, that was also a nice time of rally for the crypto market. So we're seeing a lot of signs that are, again, very similar to what we have seen as in terms of a lot of these pumps in the past, the exact thing that has caused ADA to, bottom out and create some of these extensions. And in fact, what some are suggesting right now is that this US government shutdown may signal the market bottom. All right. We have seen this many times in the past where this has actually been a big bottom signal for the market. Now, understand that that doesn't mean that we can't go lower in terms of price. It just means that we're probably not going to see some of these lows that we saw, back here in August, or these lows of back here in July. Frankly, like I've talked about many times, conviction has been climbing and climbing and climbing, and people have been building out their positions, and it's people that have been planning for the long term. So again, you've hit a group of people that are kind of unshakable. And what that tends to do is send the market the opposite direction. One thing that I've seen pointed out in a big way on Twitter many times is that Binance, who had been doing a lot of selling in the market, some people are blaming them for the manipulation, and maybe that's right, wrong, or otherwise. They're doing the exact opposite now. They're buying, they're buying, they're buying. So maybe this is something that continues to push the markets up. Now, we have seen leverage kind of fill in, so this is something to just kind of be aware of. It's not a crazy imbalance one way or the other. And actually, what was I thought really strange about this, I've never seen this at exactly a 1 on the long short ratio. So right now there is a dead even amount of long and short positions in the market. And what's interesting about this is I think we had looked at this earlier. So as the day has progressed, we have seen these shorts kind of fill in positions. They're trying to push things down. It's not working in their favor right now. They're getting liquidated left and right. The liquidations have climbed as the day has progressed. We've gotten now to this point where there's about 500 million in liquidations over the last 24 hours. So this is all a very promising sign. Now, one thing I will say here, and take this with a grain of salt. Obviously, we are in a government shutdown. So first of all, that means there's not going to be a jobs report come this Friday. It means that we're not going to have a CPI report in the coming weeks here as well, if we're still in this government shutdown. What this also means is that we're right now not going to have a spot ETF approval. Now, maybe this gets wrapped up really quick. Maybe the shutdown ends a lot sooner than people realize, and then we start seeing that taking place. But you have to remember, the SEC is a government body. They are funded by the government, so they need to actually be working for us to get these ETF approvals. Now, there is betting odds about when this is going to end. Right now, 38% are suggesting or betting on October 15th or later. 23% are betting on October 6th through the 9th. So that would obviously not be that long of a time anyways. 22% are betting between October 10th through the 14th. And 15% are betting on October 3rd through the 5th. So maybe this is a short-term thing. Maybe it lasts a little bit longer, but I just wanted to kind of put that bug in people's ears. Just, I can't speak. Put that bug in people's ears. Just be aware that that is something that we are now dealing with. It's kind of a double-edged sword. Where again, we don't have the potential of bad reports, but we also are waiting on some good things that'll cause more demand in the market too. And now those have just been kind of slowed down just a little bit. Volume is climbing, excitement is climbing, and all we need is just longs to kind of keep their positions away from the current price. We need conviction to remain high. We need people to just continue buying. And frankly, there's going to be a point, I think, once ADA gets past probably this top of this trend, which again, over the coming days could be 90, 91 cents, 92 cents. If we can start breaching that and extending further, if BTC can get back up, I don't even have the BTC chart up anymore. If we can get BTC back up above this longer term trend, which right now sits at about 122K, I think that's when the FOMO truly sets in and we might be starting to see this next overall leg in the market. So that's my thoughts on the day. We'll obviously see where things head. Again, me personally, if you guys can't tell, I'm very calm and collected on this. I'm not getting, oh, hey, this is it. This is our moment. But there are a lot of signs that we have been waiting for are starting to flash now. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great rest of your day. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.